Hello guys, I'm gonna go through a little bit about enchanting your items, some of how you sock items or gems, a little bit of transmutation and also a bit of gambling. So first off we have both Shanti and Chantel, which both are enchanters. Shanti you will probably have seen when you first started playing. She handles a little lesser enchantments, still the same enchantments, so if you for example want to enchant this staff, you can see it has minor, major and epic. And you also can see what kind of enchantments each of them have. So minor have a few good ones. You have mana cost reduction, effect duration might be good, cooldown reduction, reach. It all depends on what you're building for. Also major, you have a few good ones, health, mana, attack speed, and all the different sort of damage elements. Epic, you have a few ones. I'm not sure I like any of these, but it all depends on your build, so to say. Chantel, she has the same enchantments, but she can enchant the items a little bit higher. So for this staff, for example, we can roll for, let's see, we want maybe cooldown reduction. That's a good one. As you can see, second on the bottom. And if you want to lock that one, you just press this one, Agament, or however it's pronounced, I don't know. But you pick this one and then you lock it just by left clicking. So as you can see now, it will get a little lock on it. Well, what's it called? Padlock. Yeah. So then that one is locked, and you can roll for other things, like maybe you want reach. I think reach is a good one, but it's not in my build. Health is a pretty good one as well, but it's not in my build either, I think. Well, whatever. So when you go to Shanti and you want to max out this one, the cooldown reduction that we rolled, she only takes it up to 15%. While if you go to Chantel, you will see that she can, with these memory essence, which are quite expensive to get in the beginning, you only get a few ones, so be careful with those. She can enchant this one up to 17% and then she stops. It's different on different kinds of enchantments. Like health, for example, you can get up to, let's do that one. Health here, as you can see it says agament cap 1500, right? So if we go here and enchant it, and you can hold control to get the max one, you get 1500, but still if you go to Chantel you will be able to get it even higher. You can hold control here as well and you will get 2000, which is a pretty good boost of 500 health. And when you have that one done, you can yeah, you can just go on and scramble for the ones that you want. I'm not sure which I need, but just look into your guide or just take the things that you like the most, and when you have it, you can just enchant them. It works well. Anyway, that's pretty much it for enchantments. There's a few extra things, but we can take them with Theo later. Gemma, she has gems and sockets, so let's look into that. And let's keep upgrading the staff that we had in the beginning. You can see on the staff that it doesn't have any gem sockets, but it doesn't matter because you can roll for them. So even if you find an item without sockets, like all, no, I have one with sockets. Anyway, we can take that one, for example. You can re-roll for new ones. Not sure which ones I need, but let's take the staff again. Doesn't have any, but when you roll you will get new options, and you can see to the right side which ones you can get. And I want the cube ones. When you found the one that you need, or two of them maybe, you can go into this option here, and then you have all your gems that you probably picked up during the game. And as you can see, the different kinds of gems give different kind of stats. So for this one, for example, if we add it to the weapon, it says increased mana on hit 24%. Here you have 37%, and here you have 73. So it's quite a bit of difference between them. And you can upgrade the ones that are rough. You can upgrade them to cut cube, like this. And also be careful here, because if you hold down control, you can actually upgrade all the gems. And if you upgrade all the gems, it might be very expensive on your soul essence and crystal essence and all the essence that you have. So don't upgrade too many at a time, because yeah, that can really mess up the beginning of your game. But I think I'm going for cooldown reduction, so I'm gonna put this one here. As you can see, cooldown reduction. First of all, it adds 7, and then 10, and then 12. And these also vary depending on your gear. So some gears, like this one, I have an enchantment for increased effect of all gems for 20%. That one will help you out on all your gems that you have on your build or your gears, rather. But let's go ahead and put these here. And also don't be afraid to put the wrong gems into your item, because if you take the wrong ones, let's do it like this. If I, for example, put something which I didn't want in here, let's say maybe I didn't want these ones because they're only 15% health, but I wanted these one for 24. Then you can just break the gems with this button, destroy all gems. Maybe you didn't even want the 2 square sockets, maybe you wanted 2 circle ones. Then you can just re-roll them and put these in instead. And yeah, so So if you're not happy with the ones you got, you can always change them, so don't be afraid to mess around there. Also up here, I think that's all for gems actually. Not sure if there's much more there. Theo has a few cool things that he can do. So let's take our staff again, and we can start with empowerment of your equipment. So this one is a legendary staff. There are true legendary items, which you probably know. They're better base damage, base health and such. So if you can empower the legendary item with a true legendary item. But they have to be the same kind. So here you have two staffs. One, this one and this one. It takes, I think, a few crowns, not sure how many champions crowns. You will also find these ones during the anomalies and through the game. And when you transmute them, they will add to a better base damage and such, as you can see from these ones if you compare them. Let's put it on. Let's do it like this instead. So if you see here, okay, I have enchanted it with health, but if you look here, it says 423 health. Here you have 378, 420 mana, and 2100 damage, while this one has 470 mana and 2350 damage. So yeah, so if you have any spare true legendaries that you don't know what you're gonna do with, then you can empower a regular legendary item. Yeah. And also what he can do, Theo, with Transmutation. Also what he can do, he can add an extra socket to your item. So these prismatic star, sphere and cubes, they can add an extra slot to your gems. And this one, the staff that we're going for cooldown reduction on this one. So if we place this one here and also a few crowns, champions crowns, then you will have a new cube socket, cube socket. And you go down here again, place your staff as you did before, go into your gems and go in here for cooldown reduction gem, for example. You can do that for all your gears actually. As you can see on my gears, I've added on every piece of gear I have. So you should look into that one as well. Some doesn't do, some gems might not help your build really, like my accessories, these three. So what I did instead was just take bonus experience, since I didn't really need anything else, so might as well level up faster, I thought. Yeah, and also what you can do is, if you have a good enchantment that you want to transfer, like this helmet that we're using, 10% of overhealing received from health on hit is turned into damage. The effect lasts for 7 seconds and stacks up to 6% of maximum health. So I want to have this enchantment on another item, another helmet. So what I do, well, this is, yeah, it doesn't matter. This one is the one that I put gems in earlier, but it doesn't matter. So I want the enchantment from this one. Then you have an empty runestone, which you can find in Elite Dungeon Anomalies. So you can place that one here, take one of these, some crowns, maybe it's 50 crowns, I'm not sure. Then you transmute and you will get a runestone. This runestone, you can, as you can see, it has the enchantment on it. So it's 10% of overhealing received, as I said before. You can place it on another item like this. So if you want to transfer it to this helmet, you can take the enchantment and a few crowns, I think it's 50, I'm not sure, and just transmute. And now you can see that you have transferred the enchantment into this helmet. And the enchantments that you do, they will be saved here. So you can see here you can upgrade potions, for example. We can do that. If you have a few mana potions, you can transmute them like this. You get you get more powerful potions, which might be good. I don't think you can do it with these ones. No. Anyway, so that you can do. And you can also, if you messed up with your staff, let's say, maybe I didn't want to have reach on my staff. Now it's locked, so even if I reroll it with Chantel or Shanty, I won't be able to get a new enchantment. So if I place it here and also add a few keys, 25 if I'm not mistaken, you can unlock it. So as you can see now, the staff doesn't have these lock pads anymore. So it doesn't have these lock pads, and that means you can scramble for new ones. But be careful when you do that, because if you re-roll or scramble right now, you will lose all the ones that you have saved. So before you do that, be sure to lock the ones that you want to keep. So if you place it here, and so you lock it like this, and as you can see, it's a golden star, which means it's locked. Also the gray stars means that as well, and the lock pad means that also. So yeah, that's the one we wanted to get rid of, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So the transmutations saves here in the recipe book, and there's also a few ones that, like secret recipes, that do not save here. So if you stumble upon one of those, be sure to remember that, because you might need it in the future. What more? Spell books, yeah. So spell books are these ones. Spellbook Codex, and you find them in the game. If you find them, you can get a spellbook like these ones that I made earlier. This one might be good. Cast Healing Touch, level 5. So if you find a few scrolls, you need 50 to make a spellbook. You get a permanent book with that spell, and that can be a game changer probably for a lot of classes or builds. So all you need is 50 scrolls and 1 book, and here you can see it added it here. Not sure if I can use it from the inventory, but yeah, so it has a bit of a cooldown, but that one can be good also if you, yeah, maybe not for new characters. I see now it's level cap on 100, so anyway, it's a fun thing that you can use that one, because it opens up more possibilities. I think that's pretty much it for transmutations. Also, good thing to know about maybe the rune stones is in here. If you play Elite Dungeon, you can find the rune stones. They probably start here somewhere for the rune stones, and that's gonna be good for early game because it opens up a lot of possibilities for your builds. And also, if you do a regular dungeon, you get 1 lesser rune stones, which are these, and some of these are pretty good as well, so look those up if you want. You can see them in the codex book here, which one you have found, and also the ones that you haven't found will be locked. And when you find them, they will reveal themselves, obviously. And if you need scrolls for your spell book, you can buy them here. They go for 24 or almost 25,000 crystals, so you can buy these like this, or if you hold control you can buy 10 of them at a time, and just, yeah, click away. But be careful, because if you don't have a lot of money, 25,000 for 1 scroll, but it's 250,000 for 10 scrolls, so buying 4 scrolls costs about 1 million. 40 scrolls, I mean, costs about 1 million, and that's pretty harsh when you start up the game. Yeah, and you can also gamble for items. Good thing to know about that is when you gamble, you can only receive legendary items. You cannot receive true legendary items. But that can be good, especially if you have a lot of money. Then it helps you start new builds. Yeah, I hope that helped. Good luck, guys.